In today's episode, we're going to be speaking about the top 5 questions I get asked the most as a money mindset coach so that people can start living abundantly. And today I share them with you. And remember, if you want to upgrade your money mindset, then click on the link that's around here someplace and come and join our free community in school. And let me help you and be your guide. Welcome. This is Gull Khan, your money mindset expert. And today we're talking about the top 5 questions I get asked the most as a money mindset coach. And people often see that, they come to me and they're asking me various questions, but these are the ones that ask the most frequently asked questions. And then I thought I'll share them with you, with yourselves in this today's episode of our money mindset. The very first question that I get asked the most is, how can I overcome the fear of not having enough money? And this is the first fear that you need to overcome. And majority of people who come to me, or even those who don't come to me, have this fear. And it doesn't matter if you're born in middle class or in poverty, some even, wealthy people have this issue as well. So what do you do? And the answer begins really simply is you need to shift your focus from scarcity to abundance. You need to be able to see the abundance that's all around you, already present in the moment. Now, how can you do this? Well, a great way to start is through affirmations and visualization. I mean, they are extremely powerful tools. Also, something else which I found extremely useful to start this idea of focusing on abundance is practicing gratitude, right? So get a gratitude journal and practice gratitude daily. You might write in there the wealth that already exists in your life at the moment. So if you're listening to this podcast, then you have some wealth in your life. You have the means to be able to access this podcast. You have the means, if you're watching this on YouTube, to be able to watch this on YouTube through a tablet, through a phone, or through PC or something, right? So you already have wealth. You just don't have as much as you want. So instead of focusing on what you don't have and how much wealth you don't have, start focusing on the wealth you already have and being grateful for it, showing gratitude for it. So there's always wealth there for you. You always ignore the things you have. A lot of people are so used to focusing on everything they don't have, which may be 3 or 4 things, that they forget the 100 things they already have that they were wished for in the past, and now they have, and now they've forgotten about. So it's that ingratitude attitude that you need to get rid of. You need to have an attitude of gratitude, and you do that on a daily basis and focus on thanking the universe for already giving you so much. And this would start focusing up your mindset from what you don't have to things you already have and being grateful for it. Okay, trust that the universe is abundant. The universe is not short of anything that you want. If you want a Lamborghini, if you want a mansion, if you want an airplane, it doesn't matter what you want. Whatever you want, you can have, but there's a process to it. But before you can, you can have all of that, you need to show gratitude for the things the universe has already given to you, right? There's more than enough in the universe for everyone to have everything they want. There is no scarcity in the universe. Scarcity is in your mind. It's in your vision. It's in your reality, not in the actual true essence of the universe. Okay, so there's more than enough for everyone, including you. By aligning your thoughts and feelings with abundance, you start attracting more prosperity into your life. And when you start showing universe gratitude for what you already have, the universe will start opening up opportunities and ways for you to receive everything else that you desire as well. Make sense? Okay, so that's number 1. The second most question that most frequent question that I get asked is, "Go, I'm stuck. Okay, I feel stuck in a cycle of financial struggle. How can I break free? How do I create wealth?" And I can relate to this one myself. I remember not that long ago, 2017, when I was in a very, very low moment in my life. I had £137 and 14 pence coming to me as child benefit. That's all I had in 2017. So I know of low moments. I know of financial struggle. I didn't have money to pay the mortgage. I didn't have money for the electricity, the gas, the food. So I've been in a very, very low, dark moment. So the comment and the reply that I give to people is coming from someone who actually has been there, done that, experienced that heartache, And more so as a mother of a 5-year-old, 9-year-old at the time, to be able to deal with that with young children, it's really, really devastating. So I do understand what the pain you're going through. So listen to my answer very, very carefully, because it's not coming from a place of, well, I know it all. I'm giving you the answers that I gave to myself in my younger version of myself back in 2017. Okay, so you need to recognize something. And I'm so grateful for my experience, by the way, and that for the 2017 experience that I had. Recognize that your current financial situation is a reflection of your beliefs and your mindset. So you have to take ownership of where you are, right? That was very, very hard to do for a lot of people. It was very hard for me to do back in 2017. But when it hit me that I had manifested my mother's exact life and that I had created this reality, it was a really, really hard pill for me to swallow. But it was the truth of the matter. And once I accepted that truth, it set me free. Right? So in order for you to break free from the cycle of struggle, you must first identify and release any limiting beliefs surrounding money. So back in 2017, when I realized I had manifested my mother's exact life, I went on this inner journey where I uncovered every single limiting belief around money that I had and that was holding on to, either generational or through some other means. Some I had picked up myself, some I had given to me through schooling, some were passed on to me through generations. But I picked up and I identified every single limiting belief I could in order to uncover it and to release myself from it. All right. And so, you can use techniques such as meditation, journaling, and energy healing to uncover and transform these beliefs. I found energy healing, energy clearings to be the best way to uncover and to release myself from these beliefs. And if you're interested in more learning about energy clearings, then do come and join us in our free community in school, because we have some free resources there. We have some energy tools there, both cord cutting and energy healing for you. So come in, there should be a link here to join our free community in the school. Go and join that, and it will give you a few resources and a few of those healings that you can start the process yourself. Anyway, coming back to this point at hand. So you need to just basically uncover them and release these beliefs. Now you need to, and then once you've released those beliefs, you need to visualize yourself living a life of financial freedom and abundance. And once you start imagining yourself living in your ideal life, where you have the ideal house, that car, the partner, the life that you want, it could be, it's very subjective. It could be a condo in the south of France, or it could be, a mansion, in a countryside, in the English countryside. It doesn't matter. Whatever is, whatever wealth means to you. Once you've identified that vision of prosperity that you want for yourself and really connected with it emotionally, the next step is to hear the little whispers in your head, your intuition, the guidance. The universe will guide you. So you take this idea, okay, so I need to go meet this person, I need to go and do this idea, I need to do this business, whatever. You will get inspiration to take the action required in order for you to manifest whatever vision of your life that you just created. So that's called inspired action. So then what you do is, once you've hold on to this vision, you take inspired action towards your goal. And it may take a day, it may take a few months, it may even take a few years. But if you are consistent with your action and you're truthful and honest with your vision, no one can stop from that vision from materializing, from manifesting into your life. And that's how you go from being struggling financially to living a prosperous life. And I'm a prime example. I'm recording this podcast in 2024, in February of 2024. And I remember February of 2027 was the worst month of my life. It was awful, absolutely awful. And that was just what, short 7 years ago? Right? 4 and 3, yeah, 7 years ago. 7 years from that, I had no clue that in 2024 I'll be sitting here recording this podcast with multiple 7-figure businesses. It wasn't. Yes, I wanted to have multiple 6 figures and so forth, but I wasn't sure. I didn't dream of the kind of life that I live at the moment. It was not possible for me to think that far ahead at that time. But look where I am. So I'm a prime example that this stuff works. And that's why I'm giving you this answer. Okay. Right, so moving on to the third question. So the next question that I get asked a lot is, how can I manifest more money using the law of attraction? It follows on from the question I just did before. And people, they come to me and say, Go, I tried this law of attraction, I saw the movie The Secret and I read all these books and so forth. But I don't, either the law of attraction doesn't work, or it works against me. I've heard this so often. It just breaks my heart every time I see someone who has heard about the law of attraction, who picked up and watched the movie The Secret or read the book The Secret, and then went on their own and tried to use the somewhat missing philosophy. I would say it's got some elements of the philosophy, but they're not the true philosophy. And they tried to use it in their life and failed miserably. Well, it's done, it's done. So let's move on. The key to manifesting money with the law of attraction, it lies in aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with abundance, right? You have to do that. And most people are trying to use the law of attraction in their favor while they still have and they still hold on to beliefs of scarcity and lack. And they truly don't believe they're worthy of amazing prosperity. They're not worthy of all the money that they want to have. So they say one thing, but they believe something else. Their emotions are aligned with the opposite. And that's why law of attraction doesn't work for them, right? So the way to use the law of attraction in your favor is to start by setting clear intentions for the wealth you desire. And you need to believe wholeheartedly that this wealth already exists and it's on its way to you. You cannot believe that it's going to come to you and it's going to be made for you later. It has to be already there for you, right? It's on its way. So it's already there in the spiritual realm and it just has to show up for you in the physical realm. That's the kind of belief that you need to have. It's like, when you take an exam and you've revised for it so well, and you go and take the test and you're waiting to get the results, but you know for a fact you've passed it, you've aced it, you smashed it, you're going to get 100% in it. It's that kind of solid belief, wholehearted belief that, this is going to happen. It's going to happen. You don't know the time frame. It could take a day, a week, a month, a year, or 10 years. You don't know the time frame, but you know it's going to happen. It's that solid, unwavering faith, that solid belief. That's when miracles happen. And that's what you need. Now, how do we get there? You get there by practicing visualization and affirmation regularly to reinforce the belief that abundance you're after, the dream that you're after, is on its way to you, it's happening. If you can see it in your mind and you can believe it in your heart, you can create it in your physical reality. That's the truth of the matter. Ponder on that thought, ponder on that idea again and again and again. If you have this emotional desire towards getting this car, this house, this business, this whatever desire is, then it's destined for you. It's meant for you. It's there for you. It's already there for you in the thought process, in the thought realm, but it will come to you in the physical world at some point. The time you cannot determine. So you just have to patiently wait. It's on its way to you. You have to take inspired action towards your goals. Of course you do. And you have to trust that the universe will support you every step of the way to manifest it into your world. But you have to believe that it's already there. It just has to come into your physical 3D world. Okay? That's question number 3. The next question I get asked is about guilt. Okay, so they say, I struggle with guilt, with feeling of guilt or unworthiness about money. I was touched upon in the last question as well. So they say, I'm struggling with feelings of guilt and unworthiness and around money. And the question is, how can I overcome this? And this is a great question. A lot of people struggle with worthiness and sometimes they're not even aware of it. So if you have this awareness around that you struggle with worthiness, you are already ahead of the game. Most people who want to make millions have this hidden agenda, have this hidden belief that they are not worthy of money. but they're not even aware of it. So they continue to the cycle of self-sabotage and feast and famine. They make money, they lose money. They make money, they lose money, because they make money because they line themselves with abundance, but they manage to get rid of it because they don't feel worthy enough to keep it. Okay. So what do? Well, the answer is you need to understand that you are inherently worthy of abundance simply by the virtue of being alive. That's it. You don't have to do, say, or be anything else to deserve abundance and prosperity. You just being alive makes you inherently worthy. Your true intrinsic value is so high, is so great, is so much, and it's equal to every other person on the planet. So somebody who's born into a multi-million pound home or billionaire's home, and somebody who's born in a council estate, because their parents have two different income streams and two different income levels, does not mean that one is less worthy than the other. The true intrinsic value of both individuals is exactly the same. And that means that you too. So it doesn't matter where you were born and what color your skin is and which race you belong to and what country you belong to. By virtue of being alive, you deserve money. You are worthy of money. You're worthy of wealth. You're worthy of abundance. Just because that. So the first thing you need to do is identify what is causing this shame and this guilt. You need to go ahead and release this guilt or shame that you hold around money by forgiving yourself and others, maybe your parents or your partner, or maybe your own personal past financial mistakes or experiences. It doesn't matter what's happened up until this point. The fact is, today is a start of a new day, and you can let go of the fear or the shame or the guilt around having, keeping, and making money. But you need to identify what it is that causes you guilt. What is it that causes you shame? What is it that's causing you to behave in this way? In my programs, I talk about the earliest money paradigm, where the paradigm we have is what's been given to us by primary caregivers between the ages of 0 to 7. Yes, some of that can be changed between 7 to 14, and then a little bit more can change between 14 and 21. But primarily, vast majority of our programming is done between the ages of 0 to 7. So this is done by for most people, it'd be the parents or the adoptive parents or the foster parents or, uncle and aunts, whoever's looking after you. But that's something that you have, if you've taken on their ideas and beliefs around money, but then that's your beliefs now. So you have to identify and eliminate it. Another one could be in a child, that as a child, if you're shamed about money, or something happened, tragic happened to your parents, you took on, or as a young adult, there's something happened that you took on, or even as an adult, you lost a business, became bankrupt, and that causes you to have an impact on yourself. There's vast reasons why things can go wrong, and what could cause you to have guilt and shame around money. You just identify all of it, and then you need to eliminate it, right? And so you need to forgive yourself for those mistakes or for those instances, and for feeling that guilt and shame too. What you need to do actually is practice self-love and compassion by recognizing that your worthiness is not dependent on your financial status or your financial well-being or anything external to you. Your worthiness depends only on you. The very fact that you're human and you're alive, that's it. That makes you worthy. That's it. Affirmations such as, I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of love. I'm worthy of wealth can really help you, can absolutely help you. And they will help you how? By reprogramming your subconscious mind to the idea that you as an individual, without lifting a finger, by the way, is worthy of love, money, prosperity, whatever affirmation you want to program yourself into, and that you deserve prosperity. Simple as that. Okay, so that's question number 4. So our final question that I'm going to talk about today is, question I get asked is, how can I cultivate a mindset of abundance of, in all areas of my life, not just financially? And I think that's a great question, because when I talk about abundance, I don't talk about financial abundance alone. I believe you should be abundant in your health, in your wealth, in your relationships, in every aspect of your life. And that's true abundance in my eyes, okay? Money alone, it doesn't give you happiness. I think you have to be abundant in all areas of your life to truly experience this physical life the way it's intended to be, lived. So abundance, in my case, abundance is a mindset, and it needs to extend beyond just the money. It encompasses all areas of life, including relationships, health, personal fulfillment, to name but a few. So here again, what I would suggest is cultivate a gratitude for abundance that already exists in your life, whether in the form of love, joy, or opportunities. So you need to, again, go back to what we said earlier about having an attitude of gratitude. Find in your gratitude journal, write out things that you're grateful for the relationships you already have. You may not have a romantic relationship, but maybe you have kids, you have friends, you have siblings, you have parents, you have cousins, you have friends, right? So you have all these amazing relationships that you can show gratitude for. So that's a great place to start. So I would definitely go ahead and ask you to, wherever your focus goes, energy expands, right? So focus on the things you already have in that area of your life and show gratitude for it, right? Practice visualization to manifest abundance in all areas of your life. Focus on the feelings, absolutely the feelings of fulfillment and contentment that you would experience or want to experience once you receive in your physical world. So if you can feel those emotions right now, that's the best way to be, because you in your thought you already have that. So if you want a relationship, or if you want health in your mind, in your thought, you already have that health, you already have that relationship. That health and that relationship just needs to manifest in your physical 3D world, but in the thought form you already have it. So then you need to show gratitude in that thought form. Does it make sense, right? So you need to trust that as you align your thoughts and emotions with abundance, you'll attract more of it into your physical 3D world. That's how the process works. So the more you truly show gratitude for whatever thing is, health, wealth, relationships, whatever, the more you show gratitude for it, the more you emotionalize and have this emotional connection with it, the faster it will show up in your physical 3D world. And that's the law, right? Because you pull it literally, those emotions that you have and the feelings that you have for those things, for example, that health, for you to have true health, the more you believe it that you have good health, the more you feel it when you're visualizing, the faster you'll pull health into your physical 3D world, the faster your body will start repairing and you will experience true health in this physical 3D world. Okay, so those are the top 5 questions I get asked the most. I thought that was the best way to do this episode for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, if you want to get more additional support with your mindset, then I have a free community on School. The link is down below. Go and click on the link for our School free community. There are resources and after resources in there. I'm there, my team's in there to help you, support you on your journey anyway. And there's plenty of the resources and like-minded people in there who can help you and support you on your money mindset, with your money mindset, to help support you on your abundance journey. Until the next time, this is Gull Khan signing off. Take care and bye for now.